Dennis, you want to start?
This is Jake Goss. He's our wonderful drummer. And we just discovered he looks like Wolverine.
Oh, I can see that. I can see that. Any lower though for the chest area so that we can really see if it's Wolverine. Okay. All right, your turn.
We've got Paul Klein over here, lead singer extraordinaire. Let's see here. What's a good fact? He's on Bucharest and he loves iced mochas. That's his favorite coffee drink. So if you ever want to give him a gift, Toby's Estate, iced mocha.
All right.
And then I'll do Les too.
Okay. Oh yes.
This is Les Priest, and he is a legend. And he, let's see here. What's up? He's special. He's super clean and tidy.
Oh, yeah.
So we lived in an apartment together, and my mom always knew it would be clean because Les lived with us.
Wow. So maybe you can tell us some tips on how to organize stuff later on after this press conference and all the motivational stuff.
Yeah, we'll have a second little thing.
Sure. So guys, later on after this, take note. So I have some numbers to run down for you. That's 117 shows, 12 different countries, and as of last night, mind you, I had to put this on Excel because my calculator wasn't able to reach this number. 123,154,756 streams on Spotify, and that's just 5 songs. A round of sound for that. Now, yes, my God, even that was a mouthful. So in interviews, you always mention that you want to be the greatest band in the world. But I want to really define that in your definition. Like, what for you is the greatest band? I mean, it's easy to say that we want to be great, but what is great for you? Like a billion streams or whatever? If you can quantify it mathematically, since you're very organized and stuff, or any definition you can give.
I think success for us would be able to go anywhere in the world and play. We want to be a band that reaches everyone in every corner and crevice of the world. And so just being able to be here in Manila today, knowing that we're from Los Angeles and really far away from home, and knowing that the internet is a really cool thing and super powerful and connecting people and allowing us to kind of fly all the way over here and play songs with people. It's, so I think we're already successful and we're doing just fine. And, but obviously we just want to reach more people and play more shows and make people as happy as possible.
I think you're really doing a good job. I mean, I also want to thank you because you're really bringing pride to our country. In several interviews, you said that this is the wildest place that you play in. Yes, props to you guys. Now, speaking of those people, I mean, the fans, some of them can be demanding like, oh, I want my favorite artist to be like this. But it's seldom that we hear from the artist, like, what is a perfect fan for you? Like, if there's a LANY experience, like, what are your tips for your fans to really immerse themselves with your music or your style? Like, what is a perfect fan? Define a perfect fan.
Well, we're always just kind of so blown away and thankful for how engaged our fans are and how much they care. They get excited over the little things, and that makes it fun for us, because we do work pretty hard. We're gone all the time. We're always trying to push ourselves and come up with the best ideas, even outside of songs, for our fans. Like whether it's merch or like cool ideas to engage our people. But when those little things are appreciated and noticed, that makes us feel really good. It makes us feel like people kind of are really tuned in and know exactly what we're doing.
I love how joyful our fans are. Like
Yeah,
they don't hold back at all.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations on your sold out shows in the rest of Asia. But sorry, the Philippine crowd, man, it won't compare to anyone. Just a trivia about their country. One Direction, do you know them? One Direction. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but yeah. Later on, I can show you on my phone if you want. But yes, One Direction got multiple awards just because of the Philippines. That's how hardcore we are. And you know what, your fans, they've been lined up and they were at the airport, they were at the hotel. They're spy mode now just because of you guys. That's how active we are.
We're so thankful.
Yes, and we are thankful for you guys for your music. Now, speaking of your music, let's talk about their new album. It's entitled LANY. Visually, it's beautiful. I mean, even that, what font was that? The one that you use for LANY. I think a lot of people want to know that. What font is LANY?
It's a special font.
Is this a secret font?
Specific to LANY.
Specific to LANY. So you'll have to kill us if you say the font? No, we also play. Alright. It's Futura, no? I think it's Futura, guys. Anyways, yes. So I say this question with utmost curiosity and awe. What were you guys thinking with your album? I mean, chronologically, it's like an inside joke that everyone can relate to. But you put your mother there. There's this song so pretty, which is like a laid-back instrumental piano hardcore romantic ballad all rolled into one. I mean, you want to make love to that song. Like, what were you guys thinking? Like, how do you think about those things?
So our debut album was just kind of a culmination of 15 months of songwriting, being on and off the road. And it was super important to us that we put out a debut album that had a lot of new material and wasn't just a collection of our EPs or like the most popular songs off the EPs. We thought our fans deserved more than that. And I think the best thing about our debut album is it's the best of what we do. We truly think that every song on there is the best song that we have and the best representation of who we are and what we, of the music that we make. So I'm glad that you like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot actually. You know what, before you even became LANY with the LANY, you came up on Spotify on my tracks, like tracks to watch out for. So my husband was the one who introduced me to you guys, in fact, and he said, "Oh, you have to listen to this," and then we've been listening ever since. And then it was so funny for you to, were you though? I think it was you who included the volume on the MacBook, and I think that was Quit. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
We do those things because when we're all together sitting around the computer, like things happen accidentally, and we're like, oh, that was really cool. So let's do that.
And that's what's fun about, you were asking about what we're like thinking, and a lot of times
Yeah.
we're not, we just, what we're feeling is kind of what we deliver.
So it's raw in its truest sense. Like you just keep on recording and that's it.
Yeah.
So how many songs were accidental in your album?
No songs were fully accidental. We like discovering things.
Yeah. And I think in one of their, I just want to bring this up. Like in one of their interviews, they talked about producers giving them limitations. And now that you're under a major record label, I mean, there are a lot of artists in the Philippines, and they think they want to hear it from you guys who went through the same thing. So what made you think that you wanted to make it more serious and make a business out of your talent? Like some of them want to be hardcore art, but you guys, you didn't change as much, but you're still very successful. How do you do it?
Well, I mean, like, I think anybody who's passionate about something hopes that they can do it for a living, right? So, I'm not sure if this is, okay, there it is. But we kind of went into a record deal already having something pretty established. We had a fan base, not a huge one, but it was real. And we had songs, and we had a brand, and we had a vision, and we had identity. And really, when we came into like a record deal, it was really mutual as far as they knew what they were getting, and we knew what we were expecting out of them. And that's the best situation to kind of walk into, because they are already fans of you and fans of what you're doing, and they just want to help you facilitate that and take it to the next level, rather than like change who you are. It doesn't make any sense because they signed you and they signed you for a reason. But yeah, I mean, all of this, I mean, it is the three of us, but we have such an incredible team around us, our manager, our booking agent. There's so many people that are involved to make this all work and happen. No, we wouldn't be here without those teams. So we're not anti-label, we're not anti-management, we're kind of like pro-family and pro-team and stuff like that.
Actually, I think it's not even right for you guys to be dubbed as independent, right? Like, independent is not relatable, right? Well, technically in the industry terms, you're not independent now. But I think any artist should be either labeled as unique or something like that. Not really independent or real business stuff or whatsoever.
Sure, everyone's got a team around.
Yeah, that's true. So, speaking of family, you guys seem to really like your parents a lot. In several interviews, you mentioned like you called your mom, and then you have, is it real, the tattoo with a parent? Oh, it's right there. Does she get a tattoo of your name with a heart?
She hasn't yet.
Oh, she hasn't? Better follow it up. Okay. But yeah, so if I were maybe a millennial, a lot of your, oh, by the way, we're live on Facebook, it's over there. So yeah. So a lot of them want to be like you guys. So how will you say to your mom and dad, Mom, I want to be a rock star. I want to be like LANY. What's the best way to say to your parent, or your mom, or your dad?
I don't know. We're super lucky to have families that were really supportive of us from the very beginning. Like my
Oh,
mom,
very lucky you, yes.
yeah, so lucky. Like my mom got me into piano lessons at the age of 5. So
Wow, that's really
she kind of brought that on herself. Like if I went to her at 18 and I'm like, I want to play music, she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean? You got me in piano lessons at the age of 5.
So it's her fault now that you're there.
Yeah, I think we all kind of have that story, but